keeping in view the importance of chloroplasts that we have actually studied, it's very important to actually study the detailed structure of these chloroplasts, these structures. But before going into the detailed ultrastructure of chloroplasts, we need to discuss some important points regarding these structures, that is chloroplasts. The first one being that chloroplasts are green or chlorophyll containing plastids. The green or chlorophyll containing plastids. So what are plastids? You all must have studied plastids already, but these plastids, you can say, I'll just give you a brief review of these plastids. Plastids are the cell organelles which are actually double layered, means there is an outer membrane and an inner membrane in case of plastids. And the second point, very important for plastids, is that they contain their own genetic material. So the plastids are those cell organelles which have two membranes, the outer one and the inner membrane, and they also have their own genetic material. And these plastids are further categorized into three, just broad classification, just to review what are plastids actually. They categorized into leucoplasts, chromoplasts and chloroplasts that we will be studying just now. What are these leucoplasts? Just understand the meaning of the word and you'll come to know what type of plastid it is going to be. The word leuco means white, okay. So they are white colored plastids, or you can say that they are colorless plastids, okay. They are colorless plastids. Then moving on to the next, we have chromoplasts. This word chromo means color. So these are colored plastids. Then chloroplasts, they are green colored plastids. So what are plastids? Plastids are the cell organelles which actually have two layers, two membranes, the outer membrane and the inner membrane, and plus don't forget that they have their own genetic material, and they are categorized into leucoplast, chromoplast and chloroplast. This leucoplast are the colorless plastids, chromoplasts are the colored plastids, and chloroplasts are the green colored plastids. Now I'll give you an example of chromoplast here. You must have seen tomatoes bright red color. That red color in case of tomato is because of a pigment, that is lycopene. It is because of lycopene, or you can say carotenoids. So carotenoids is an example of chromoplast, okay. So this carotenoids is providing that color to the fruits and to the vegetables which you see. So chromoplasts are colored plastids. Example is the carotenoids, and we have also given example of lycopene which gives red color to the tomato. Then chloroplasts are green colored plastids. These are very important and vital for the plant's existence. Why? Because we all know that chloroplasts are the site of photosynthesis for the plants. How come? Because if there are going to be chloroplasts, the light is going to be absorbed and the photosynthesis reaction is going to be complete. So chloroplasts are very important and integral part of this photosynthesis, by which the plants actually manufacture their food from inorganic raw materials. And if we talk about this in introduction of this chloroplast, you also need to have an idea of the shape of chloroplast. Generally, if we talk about the shape of chloroplast, chloroplasts are actually disc or oval shaped. I will show you an image over here. Here you can see that these chloroplasts are disc or oval shaped. So generally the shape, you can write that it is disc or oval shape, right? But this is just not the case. Chloroplasts are the structures, they are present in plants also, but they are also present in certain algae and certain protists, okay. So generally they are disc shaped or oval shaped, as you can see this oval shaped chloroplast, okay. But in certain other organisms you can see actually different shapes of chloroplast. Look at this image, we can say that the shape of chloroplast over here is actually, they are collar shaped chloroplast, and this organism is Eulothrix. This is Eulothrix, okay, and this is collar shaped chloroplast. It shows collar shaped chloroplast in its cells, as you can see in this image. Next shape, we move on to Spirogyra. Now Spirogyra is an algae, a freshwater algae. It is named because it contains a spiral shaped chloroplast. So the chloroplast can be spiral shaped also, or I can also say that this is a ribbon shaped chloroplast. Spiral, or you can say ribbon shaped chloroplast. So these are the shapes, different shapes of chloroplast in different organisms. Can be disc shaped, oval shaped, collar shaped, spiral shaped, ribbon shaped. And in case of Spirogyra, see, it is from end to end in the entire cell. And this ribbon shaped chloroplast, spirally arranged, that is why the name given to this is Spirogyra, because of the spirally arranged chloroplast in the cells. Next, we have yet another shape. You can see this green structure, this is cup shaped. So the chloroplast, another shape can also be, they can also be cup shaped chloroplast. Okay, so this is Chlamydomonas. This is Chlamydomonas. This Chlamydomonas contains this one cup shaped chloroplast. So I hope now it's very clear that the shape of chloroplast can be disc, oval, collar, spiral, ribbon or cup shaped chloroplast. Next we are going to talk about the size of the chloroplast. Well, here I would like to tell you that the chloroplast size is actually, if we talk in case of diameter, the diameter of chloroplast is around 5 to 10 micrometer. And if we talk about the thickness of chloroplast is 2 to 4 micrometer. And what is a micrometer? Micrometer is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6 meters, right? So remember that the size of the chloroplast is, if you talk about diameter, it is 5 to 10 micrometer. So it varies from organism to organism, from different species of plants to other plants, from the type of cells, right? And the thickness varies from 2 to 4 micrometer. 1 micrometer is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6 meters. And by this, I would also like to conclude that these chloroplasts are the second largest organelles that are found in the plant cell. The second largest organelles because of the size, in terms of the size. Next, we move on to the number of chloroplasts. Okay, just look at this image. What is the number of chloroplasts you see in Chlamydomonas? This is just a single one cup shaped chloroplast. So in Chlamydomonas, there is only one chloroplast, only one cup shaped chloroplast. If we talk about the chlorenchyma cells of a leaf, they are actually having 20 to 40 chloroplasts in the cells. And this number varies again from organism to organism, from plant species to species and from cells to cells, if I say. So the number of this chloroplast also varies. For example, I have told you that it is 1 in case of Chlamydomonas and it can be 20 to 40 in case of chlorenchyma cells of the leaf. Next we move on to the